Watercolors, Part 1. Where do you get the watercolors? Well, there are 3 different types of watercolors, and 2 of them are in this drawer over by the sink. You will find 2 different kinds. Palettes, which are these cake palettes right here. If you open them up, see if I can open them up with one hand. Nope, I can't. You can see right here is an example of one. Kind of dirty. But basically they're just cakes. You add water to them, and then it basically makes watercolor. Hopefully you'll clean them a little better. Alright, then you also have the tubes. I am going to tell you, with all these tubes, I don't know that I have every color that's in that palette right there. So you're more than welcome to use these tubes. When you do use them, you'll see that they are very small tubes, so you use a very small amount. You use a small amount because you add the water to them, hence the name watercolor. Alright, there's 2 out of the 3 different types of watercolor. Where's the third one? In the drawer underneath. Okay, so in the cabinet underneath, you are going to see watercolor inks. Alright, this is Watercolor Magic. Is basically ink. Again, you add water to it, makes it transparent. Notice back behind there are some white palettes. These are palettes that you can use to add water to it, and I'll explain that to you here in a minute. So this is where you get the 3 different types of watercolors. I do want to show you one more drawer. If you come around the corner, right here, look, labeled Watercolor Tools. Some of the techniques I'm going to be going through with you, we're going to be using saran wrap, we'll be using plastic, or not plastic, straws maybe, salt we will be using, so anything, see back there in the back there is a white crayon. Those are some different things we'll be using for different techniques. So if you're looking for some of the stuff for watercolor techniques, they're in this drawer right back here. Now let's talk brushes really quick. Brushes in this drawer, let's go back to the drawer. You're going to see some very soft-haired brushes. Now, with watercolor, a little bit different from acrylic, we want the softer hair. Alright, now these other brushes that are in here will still work. When we start today, you're going to want 2 different cups of water. I'll explain that to you here in a minute. But you want at least a flat brush that looks like this, okay? And then you'll want a round brush, which I think this one is. Okay, so you want at least a flat and a round. So that's just the utensils to get started with. So you'll need your paint. You can get a regular palette, or you can get the palettes that are underneath here. I hope I'm not making you sick by moving everything around. And then we'll get set up, and I'll show you how to set up your paper.